I-35F got married to my husband 40M recently. Both of us agreed to a small event. The one thing I was firm about was that I didn't want photos taken. I have very low self-esteem. I put on weight in the past 2 years. I was going through a hard time. In the last 2 years, I lost both my parents and my grandmother, lost a job, and had a miscarriage. I was quite depressed, and I sought comfort through eating. I was put on a new medication, for which weight gain was a side effect. I also had a broken ankle and had to undergo 3 surgeries, the last one being just 10 days before the wedding. I didn't want any photos that would remind me of how fat I am now. A few weeks before the wedding, my mother-in-law talked to me about the beauty spot for photos. I told her that I didn't want any photos, and that I was being serious. My husband heard about it and told me he was fine with it. On the day of the wedding, my mother-in-law and father-in-law picked us up. After all the legal work was completed, we headed back to the car. Since I was no longer able to drive because of my surgery, my mother-in-law said, "Let's go to the beauty spot." Regardless of what I said, she asked my father-in-law to drive. My husband just sat there. Long story short, the photos were taken. While going back, she showed me the photos, and I hated myself in them. I looked ridiculous in a dress with a medical boot, and I couldn't stop the tears rolling down my cheeks. This upset my mother-in-law, and there was an atmosphere the whole rest of the day. I really tried to move on, but I had to get out of that stupid dress, and all I really wanted to do was hide away. Privately, I told my husband that he and his mother ruined our wedding day for me because all I can think about is those pictures. He said he didn't realize I was so serious about no photos, that it's only for his mom to keep, and that he thinks I look beautiful. He said I was being ridiculous, and that I let him down by making such a fuss over a normal part of weddings. He also said I had hurt his mother, and that I needed to reassure her she hadn't done anything wrong.